I'm Nicole Urken, Research Associate for Mad Money. I'm here with Jim Cramer, and we're talking luxury today,
Yes.
Jim. Coach versus Coors. Last June, we said Coors is the one to buy. It's well outperformed Coach. But now, yesterday on Mad Money, we said it might be time to come into Coach.
This is a difficult one because I always like to go with the one that has the best growth, and
Right.
Coors has spectacular growth. Coach has declining growth. Therefore, its price earnings multiple is a moving target to the negative. However, a stock does have valuation underpinnings, and I know in your memo, which was excellent, you talked about how other stocks have bottomed at certain metrics. This seems to have reached some of those metrics.
Right, that was an important point. We looked at Gap, for example, that after Mickey Drexler left, it really had lost a lot of its
Right.
luster. But there was a point at which it bottomed once comps were the negative 2% same-store sales, and they emphasized color, they emphasized new merchandise. We really saw a turn. It was actually August 2011, and it's had a huge run.
Yes.
Ann Taylor is another one where they brought in Kate Hudson to attract a younger demographic versus a Demi Moore or a Julianne Moore, Demi will go to Demi Moore.
Right.
So I think that looking at what Coach is trying to do, revamping its style, allows for a sense of bottoming right here.
Right, but one thing that I thought was curious, you did go by Canal Street.
Yes.
And is a brand debased because there's a knockoff? Those knockoffs, well, just tell about how you got it, because boy, it looks similar.
Yeah, I had a very exciting afternoon in Canal Street where I went and just asked for a Coach bag, and I kind of got brought into a back room. They said it was real. They said pay $45. If you can get a knockoff for $45, why pay for the full merchandise? Right. I think for a Coach, the real issue has been the factory outlets, because about 30% of its revenue has come from that. And again, when you're talking about an aspirational brand, you want people that want to be buying to trade this higher sort of aura. And so Louis Vuitton and Prada, all of those brands have also had knockoffs, haven't had the same knock-off to their image as Coach has had.
I mean, they need a two-prong effect. They need to be able to get law enforcement in there. They got to shut down this whole channel, the counterfeit channel. The other side is that you go to the mall. Michael Kors has an outlet, but it protects the price. I mean, when I went into the outlet with my daughter last year, I was shocked at how non-outlet price Kors is.
Yeah.
I always feel that there's a term my father uses for because he's in retail for many years, selling box bags to retailers. It's a football brand. A football brand means that you can find different prices all the time. It's driven down by the lowest. It's Gresham's law. So I think you're right. I mean, that's why I think the Coach is a trade. I don't think Coach is an investment. I think that when it gets down to a certain level, it'll be rumored, but I prefer a Coors, if only just because the stock's been knocked down by an insider sale, but it does have upward trajectory earnings, including going into the summer. Coach, lest China really gets strong, is dead in the water.
Exactly, and we know that outlet is a growing channel from Steve Tanger and whatnot. So if Coach can manage the price differentiation, they can do that right. I also went into a Coach store yesterday. We saw they're bringing in their legacy brand, which sounds old, but it's actually a look back to their old school 40s and 50s. So they're really focusing on this lifestyle focus that Coors has dominated, and I think that could be upside. That and China, like you mentioned.
For the holidays, I bought my eldest daughter a retro Coach that found an old a 1960 Coach bag. Of which she said, Dad, this is spectacular. I think you're dead right. I think Coach is a trade. I do think it is a real trade, and it will work. But it can't be an investment unless we get upward earnings.
All right, keep an eye out for Coach. Trade, not an investment.